Were you playing at all on the outside?
Yeah, I played a little bit. They gave me a little chance to kind of rush off the edge and kind of gave me a chance to kind of get a feel back for rushing off the edge because I didn't kind of do that a couple of weeks before, and I felt pretty good.
How you feeling health-wise, though?
Health wise, I'm 100% now. The first few weeks, I kind of had like a growing injury. I was kind of suffering from that for like a couple weeks in. I think with the Kent State game, I got a chance to kind of have a week off, and now I'm back.
How tough is it to deal with a groin injury? I mean, we don't hear about that very much.
Yeah, I know. It was kind of something that was unexpected. I kind of had to deal with it, and I kind of talked to my coach and told him that I needed some time off to kind of heal. And when I did that, that was probably one of the best things I could have done for the injury, which gave me some time to heal.
Like kind of getting an opportunity to do what, like you said, do what you did really well last year and show that, still obviously make an impact in the middle.
It was actually something that I've always wanted to do as far as helping my team get the win and with the fumble that I had last game. I always expect to try to do things like that. But it's always a good thing to kind of be able to get back on the field with my injury situation. I felt pretty good out there, and I expect to play a lot more this upcoming week.
Do you expect a physical battle this week?
Yeah, absolutely. Arkansas is a good team, the SEC team, and I expect them to put up a fight like each and every team.
How much?
What do you think of the tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle?
He's a great athlete, to be honest with you. He kind of reminds me of OJ, to be honest with you. He has great hands. He has, some good speed as well. And he has size. I know as a defense, I know we have to, learn, different tactics to kind of, keep him contained, and hopefully we can get him off balance, as far as offensive wise, where he won't get the ball as much.
How much does Deron Payne sort of joke about scoring that touchdown against Ole Miss?
He actually jokes about it a lot. To be honest with you, man, linemen don't get a lot of chances to kind of recover the ball like that. So, the fact that he did, I would expect him to do it anyway.
We talked to Sean Dion. He said he acts like he's a world-class athlete. You see him bragging about it all the time?
Yeah, he brags about it sometimes. I mean, to be honest with you, it's almost like he kind of acts like he's been there too in a way. But at the same time, there's some cockiness behind it because the D line I think is the only like probably the only squad that has scored on our defense other than the DBs, and the D linemen. That's it.
Obviously, the linebackers haven't. Does
Yeah.
that kind of stick with y'all a little bit?
Yeah, it does. I mean, as a group, we kind of talked about that. We was like, well, why haven't we scored yet? So hopefully this week we'll get a chance to do that.
Talk about the play of Jalen Hurts, so much so special as a freshman, and
Mhm.
he's going on his second true road test.
Jalen, he's like I said, man, he played very well, to be honest with you. I knew he was going to, be able to kind of handle some of the adversity that he was going to be faced with, especially with playing on a good team like this, being number one in the nation. Jalen has handled it pretty well, and I expect him to do it this week. I expect him to do nothing more, nothing less than what he's been doing.
And perhaps even more surprising, Joshua Jacobs. How much is he?
He's done well as well. Just with all the freshmen that have came through and had starting roles or played a big part, and that's winning the game. I feel like all of these guys, they come in and they do what they're supposed to do, and that's basically what we expect from all of them.
You were part of a pretty highly recruited class with a lot of five-star players.
Mm-hmm.
How rare is it to see so many guys from the class contribute so early?
Yeah, I mean, that goes to show you, a lot of people, had a kind of perception of our organization thinking that we didn't play young guys, and that's not the case. Just with the freshmen now, they contribute or make plays just as big as plays as the older guys on our team. So that goes to show you, man. These guys, they don't really care about the fact that there's older guys in front of them. They're here to play ball, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
We saw you yesterday in practice, I think, the inside linebackers again. Do you know what your role is going to be going forward?
I really don't know. To be honest with you, it's whatever the coach wants to put me at. Either it's rushing up the edge or playing middle. I'm just here to really just kind of play my role, and whatever that is, I'm gonna do it.
Mark Barron said that this defense is more complicated than some of the defenses he had seen in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is it to learn when you first come into the program?
Yeah, it's very difficult. I feel like as a young guy, once you kind of get used to kind of learning the concepts, it comes a lot easier. But I feel like if you actually out there doing the plays and stuff like that, it's a lot easier too, because you're doing the plays and you're learning the mistakes that you're making. Then after that, you'll learn that what not to do and what to do. So I mean, eventually, it just takes time, and once you learn that, you'll be straight.
Without giving away any state secrets, what is difficult about the concepts? I mean, can you kind of give us an example? Like you said, we're
It
exposed
just
to much.
it's a lot of things with a lot of names on it. That's probably one of the biggest things. Once you learn just like I said, the concepts of it all, all of that stuff kind of comes to you too.
It's like learning a new language.
Yeah, in a way. But you can't let yourself get stressed about it. You gotta understand that it takes time. Once you understand that and actually kind of take time off, like other than just being here and learning it, kind of take some time off from the other stuff that's around here and then actually learn it. It comes to you.
Do you guys have to spend more time, or how much time do you guys spend studying your play? People always think about college students studying for class. How much time does it
To
take?
be honest with you, a lot of time. I feel like that's probably the main thing about football. I feel like if you learn your plays, and the game comes to you pretty easy, and the game is a lot slower. Coach Saban pretty much teaches us that is I would like to. I'm gonna watch what I say, but it's kind of stupid to go into a game where you're not prepared. That's pretty much what he teaches us, and once we learn that, we kind of treat each and every game the same with preparation, learning our plays, and with reps.
What's been the biggest, I guess, difference, maybe even in-game situations between Kirby last year calling defense and now Jeremy doing that?
I mean, to be honest with you, it's kind of the same. They both the signal call is the same. They're just two different people. With the play calling and all that stuff, that's all the same. I wouldn't say there's any drop off from Jeremy and Kirby. They're just two different coaches in two different positions. I would say.
One a little bit more aggressive, maybe on third and long, right?
I mean, I would say Kirby is a little bit more vocal, but other than that, I mean, Jeremy, he has his own way of coaching, which we all love now. And as you can see, man, it's effective.